It's September 28th, 2021. Looks like there's a lot of new growth from this rosemary. And over here's the raspberry. You can see the new canes are flowering now. Right here's an open flower. And here's a lot more of the flowers from this other new cane. Doesn't look like they're pollinated though. And here you can see some new growth from the grape. After that heat wave, there's a lot of new leaves growing from the nodes. And the pine tree looks like it's developing some flowers. Not sure if this is a female or a male flower. I'm not too familiar with these types of plants. And over here is the lavender. You can see most of the flowers are gone now. And over here is the rosemary. You can see it's still rapidly growing. Lots of new leaves from the grape hyacinth. And very excitingly, the saffron is sprouting. Here you can see a tiny saffron sprout. And if we check on the bigger pot, you can see here's a bunch more sprouts over the pot. Here's a few, and then here's a few more. Hopefully we'll get some flower this year. Not sure how many though. I moved the pineapple indoor because it's getting super rainy, and you can see the pineapple is still sending out a lot of new leaves. And the plant has gotten super big over this year. And here's the hoya with its 2 new vines. It's not getting any longer, but the leaves on the nodes are developing pretty nicely. And I moved the sweetheart hoya over here. You can see some weird stuff on the leaves, maybe some wax. But yeah, you can see the vine is still getting longer. And on the vine, there's this little tiny outgrowth. Pretty sure it's flower spikes, but we'll have to see how it develops. And actually, there's 2 of them. Here's another one. Here's a quick update of the orchids. The mini dendrobium, this leaf is kind of weird looking, but you can see the flower spikes are developing nicely. Here's a few more. This is a tiny one over here. And this other mini dendrobium is developing a lot more flower spikes. Here you can see one. And here's another one. You can see. Technically, it's all over the plant, almost on every of the canes. Not sure if that's what it's called. Here's the lady slip orchid. On the second flower is getting bigger now, and this first one is about to open, as you can see. And here's another lady slip orchid flower. Here's the mini oncidium. You can see the flower spikes are branching. Here's another one, and here's another one. They're all branching now. And this newer flower spikes are just starting to branch, as you can see. And right here is the odontocidium, colmanara. You can see the flowers are still around. Very beautiful patterns on the flowers. Lastly is the phaeleanopsis. The flowers are still around. These flowers are usually very long lasting.